Hey guys, today I want to talk about the sRRV retirement visa. I want to talk about how easy it really is to do this. A lot of people don't know what the sRRV retiree visa is. It's a visa that is put out by the Philippine Retirement Authority, otherwise known as the PRA. And I'm going to go into details on this, a lot of little details and a lot of things to cover here. And this is going to take a while, but it'll teach you guys what you need to do the PRA sRRV visa, okay? And it's complicated if you want it to be complicated, but it's easy if you let people do the work for you. Now, there's some things in this that you'll have to do on your own, but I'm going to make it easy on the end, and I'm going to explain what you go through when you finally get to the PRA with all your documents and what happens when you get there. And also, one of the best parts of going through the PRA is that they will give you agents that will work for free, okay? These agents get paid by the PRA. We use Mary Rose to help all the guys, and Thelma, and both of them are awesome, fantastic people. We also offer a ride on that day. If you want to use that, you can do it on your own. You can take Grab or whatever, or you can use our ride. We pick you up at your hotel. We take you through the whole process. But what I want to start with is, I'm going to start really simple here because I want to do the expanded courtesy visa. And the courtesy visa is mostly for military people. And this is the one we're going to be talking about today, but it kind of is the same way for all the other visas, for the 10,000 visa and the 20,000 visa. And these here prices may go up and change fairly soon. There is talk about moving those prices up, not down. Okay, so for all you people that waited all this long, you might lose out on getting this visa. Okay, but I want to talk about the military visa because it's $1,400 for the application fee, and it's $1,500 for the security deposit. Now this is for the veterans out there. Okay, and this is probably one of the best deals in town because you only have to pay $10 per year after that. They used to have 2 years you could pay and you didn't have to worry about coming back, but now they're doing 1 year only, and you have to come back because they have to do biometrics and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they're going to change that for people that are outside the country. I'm not sure how that part's going to work, but they're going to have to work with these people that are outside the country one way or another, I'm sure. They just haven't figured out how to do it yet, okay? So here's the thing. This is the way it starts out. The first thing they're going to do is you're going to get an application. We usually have people contact Mary Rose for this here. You can also contact the PRA, but I highly recommend Mary Rose and using her for this service because she's free. You don't have to give her a nickel. You'll never have to give her personally any money unless you want to give her a tip or something like that. She's done hundreds, if not thousands of these here visas over the years, okay? She's done a lot of the visas, but she's going to send you an application. You're going to fill it out, and you're going to do all the stuff on there that she tells you to do. She's going to tell you to get some documents also. And you can call the PRA if you want to do this on your own, but it's going to make it more difficult later because you really need to, and you really need to have somebody help you. Some people will say, well, I did it alone. See, yeah, it probably took you a week to do it. We can do it in 4 hours. 4 hours, and then you just have to wait anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks usually. Sometimes even 2 weeks. It can be really fast sometimes. But they're going to send you the application. You're going to fill out the application. She's going to tell you what documents to pull together. If you're over 70, you do not need a FBI report or a 50-state police report, okay? It has to be for all 50 states now, okay? The police report thing is changing, and they want something from, it's better to just go to the FBI. You can go to myfbireport.com. That's one of the places you can go to. You can also go to the FBI site. myfbireport.com is the fastest way to go. Okay, they can usually get it back to you from the time you mail everything in that they send to you. It usually takes about 2 weeks. It's very, very simple and very fast, okay? If you're over 70, you do not need that. You're probably going to need a pension letter too, or pension letters showing that you're making $1,000 or more. And if you're married, I think it has to be like $1,500 or something like that. Also, the other thing you're going to need is your DD-214, okay? And you're going to need to get your pension letters and your apostils and your FBI report. All of those need to be apostilled. Apostilled is it's a thing that you get done with your state secretary, okay? And if your state secretary won't do it, what you do, the way the apostilles work, and a lot of people get really caught up in this and think it's really difficult to do. It's not difficult to do, okay? There are companies that will do it for you, but they charge a lot of money. You can go to your state secretary. In most states, they will apostille all your documents, okay, including the federal documents. But you need to have an affidavit on the front stating it's a true attest copy of my FBI report or my SS pension letter or my pension from the military, whatever it may be, my municipal pension. You need to have an affidavit and have it signed by yourself and have a notary do it. So you don't sign it until the notary is there and then have them notarize it. And then you bring it to the state secretary's office or mail it into the state secretary's office. And you get that done. You get it apostilled. If you have a problem with the state secretary not doing it, and some states will give you a problem, okay, then you're going to have to send it to the State Department. You can go online. You can find out about the State Department. Always call into these places first because each state is a little bit different. Don't just show up at your state secretary's office and think they're going to do it. Call them or look on their website and read up on apostilles, okay? Usually it's an affidavit on the front. Some of the places will do the affidavit there. Some of these Secretary of State's offices. Some of them don't. So you have to put the affidavit on the front, get it notarized, and sign it and all that stuff, and bring it in there and get it apostilled. Okay, once you got all that done, then it's just a matter of coming over here. Okay, you come over here, make sure you have 1,400 $100 bills, no tears, no rips, no marks, and if possible, you know, you try to get the newest bills you can get from your bank. That's the best way to do it. And also take a few extra with you. Take maybe 2,000. If you have a wife, it's going to cost you a little bit more. You can talk to Mary Rose about what it's going to cost for all that stuff. She'll give you the cost. I'm doing this for one person to simplify this. Otherwise, it's going to get really hard for people to understand. So it's $1,400 for the application fee. Okay, when you show up here, you go to Mary Rose or the PRA. I highly recommend using Mary Rose, and I'm going to put her in the description, and I'm also going to put our driver in the description also. Okay, and also you need to talk to Mary Rose, and this is why I recommend using Mary Rose, because she's free. And when you try to call up people at the PRA to get things done, the problem is you may get different people each time you call there to do things, and you're going to get different answers because they don't know where you are in the process. It's best to have an agent help you because it's free. If you use these agencies, some of these agencies charge you. Mary Rose is one of the agencies that doesn't. There's a lot of agencies out there that are charging, and they shouldn't be charging if they're registered with the PRA. If they're not registered with the PRA, they can charge. Okay, I want to make that crystal clear. Do not use these services if you can stay away from them, unless you know that's what you want to do. Then do it. But my recommendation is, why pay for something when you can get it done for free? You know. Anyway, you're gonna have to do a wire transfer for your $1,500 US security deposit for the expanded courtesy visa for the veterans. Okay, you should do that either beforehand or set it up with your bank. And Mary Rose will give you all the routing information and all that, and then you send that over, okay? And then it says on there about a medical. Don't do the medical till you get over here. Do the medical over here. And also, guys, if you're living in country and you're worried about these apostilles and stuff like that, you can get something certified at the embassy. You can get these documents certified, and the PRA will accept it just like it's an apostille document, okay? So remember, also, there's another thing. If you're using Mary Rose, don't get your pictures taken in the U.S. and pay $60 to CVS or any of these other companies out there that charge a lot. What I highly recommend is this. Just come over here. Thelma or Mary Rose will help you. They'll get your picture taken, and they'll get your pictures, and it'll be at a very, very low fee. Okay, that's the other thing. Also, when you go to the medical is really, really simple, guys. It's basically a urine check, a blood check, and a chest x-ray, checking for tuberculosis or whatever, and checking for STDs and whatever else they check in your urine and blood. You know, it's really, really simple. It's easy. is nothing to it. It costs $50 for that. You have to pay $50 for that. Okay, so you have to remember, it's 2,500 pesos when you go to the medical. That's about $50 roughly. If you guys want to use Roland, my driver, to go and have you pick you up at your hotel, take you to the PRA, take you to the bank, take you to the medical, and then possibly take you to dinner, lunch afterwards, and then take you back to wherever you need to go. Usually you're done by then. It's relatively simple. You can either use Grab or you can use Roland. I highly recommend using Roland because he stays with you the whole time. His charge is 3,500 pesos. If it takes you all day, he will be with you all day. He leaves from down here. He has to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be up there to pick you up because he has to sit in traffic. And he will usually pick you up between 8 and 9. And he'll usually get you to the PRA usually by 9:15 or even earlier if he picks you up early, depending on where you are in Manila. And he's well worth using. I highly recommend him. He's very knowledgeable. Sometimes I travel with him and I come up there and help you. It's really, really simple. There's nothing to it, and it's crazy simple. A lot of people make it into this big thing. It's not that hard. And the way I just explained it, I hope that simplifies everything for you. If you guys have any questions, you can put it down in the comments. If you need to contact me, I'll put my email in the description here. But you really should be talking to Mary Rose, okay? And if you get flustered by anything, because I know sometimes there's communication gaps or whatever with people, you can try to talk to me, and I will try to answer your questions on this. But I will put everything in the description. I'll put it in for Mary Rose, I'll put in for myself, and I'll put in there for Roland, the driver. So if you guys need any assistance, it's really, really simple, guys. I know that a lot of people, when I was doing it and I was going through it, I would overthink it. Everything, I know when it came to getting the apostles back when I was doing it, and that was 7 years ago, it was very, very extreme, very, very difficult. It was very, very hard getting those apostles. Nobody knew what they were. They still don't. A lot of people don't know what apostles are. A lot of lawyers don't even know what apostles are. They're like, what's an apostle? They have no idea unless they do immigration law. They have no clue, and just remember, keep it simple. Don't overthink things. It's really, really simple. Mary Rose will help you through everything. If you're traveling with Roland, Roland can help you with things. You don't have to worry about where you're going or anything on that day. It makes everything simple as far as getting from point A to point B and being on time and not have to worry about grabs. I highly recommend using Roland, and I also recommend Mary Rose and Thelma. Both great people. I'm sure everybody that has used them will attest to that, and you'll probably see it in the comments too, the comments there. Of people that have used them before. We've never had any problems with anybody with going through this process. It's simple. We've never had anybody turned down or anything. They've just about all I think they've all gone through. I've never seen one not go through. We usually weed those out before we get to the PRA. When you get to the PRA, basically Mary Rose will know whether you're able to or not. So when you're getting your stuff apostle, once you get those apostles, send the pictures out to Mary Rose and she'll tell you whether you're ready or not. Ask her, say, here's all my documentation. Am I ready or not? If she says yes, grab your documents, come over here, and she'll help you do the process, and Roland can drive you around. And it's simple. It's really, really simple, guys. Just make sure you wire the money before you get here, or you wire it when you get here. Make sure your bank is aware of, the wire transfer. Some banks won't do it over the phone, and some banks will. So you want to make sure you're able to do that and able to wire that money over here. It's $1,500. And if you have a wife and you're coming over here, it's a little bit different, a little bit more costly, but not much more costly. Talk to Mary Rose. She'll give you all the fees and everything and the differences that are in the process to be married, or if you have kids or what have you. And it's 50 years or older, guys. And if you need to have that 50 state police report. That's why I say call FBI. myfbireport.com, because myfbireport.com does all 50 states. It's simple, okay? And that way you don't have to worry about that part. Remember, keep everything simple. Don't overthink things. It's easy. It's easy as can be. Easy as pie. If you're over 70, you do not need the FBI report. Remember, over 70, no FBI report. You're all set. You're all good. Those are the easiest retirement visas to do, actually, for people over 70. So if you're close to 70, it might be worth waiting because they're relatively simple. You just go right through it. It's quick. It's fast. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope that helped everybody. If you have any more questions, you can leave it in the comments. If you need to get in touch with me, you can email me and ask me for my phone number. I usually take calls between 6 and 9:30. God bless, guys. Take care. I hope that helps you guys.